I know I'm not the only one. You're about to get out of the water, and all of a sudden, your mind flashes this image of a shark right behind you, and you freak out and you get out of the pool as fast as you can. So, welcome everybody to the Den of Horror podcast. This is episode 4, and tonight we're going to be talking about fear of water or a fear of the ocean, also known as Thalassophobia. I know I'm not the only one who, as a little kid, when you're swimming in the pool, you know it's just your imagination. You know there's no possible way this could be real. But as you're swimming, you're swimming up to the edge, you're about to get out of the water, and all of a sudden, your mind flashes this image of a shark right behind you, and you freak out and you get out of the pool as fast as you can. Mom, there's a shark in the pool. No, there's no way there's a shark in the pool. Chill out. Your imagination just runs wild, right? Like, especially as a kid. Or like, I don't know if any of you guys had like a pool growing up, or if you've been in a pool like at nighttime when they're like closing everything down or whatever, and you're in the water and it's all nice and glowy and everything. You got the pool light on, and all of a sudden the light shuts off and you're in darkness, black water all around you. You can't see the bottom anymore, and it's kind of like, ooh, okay. That feeling. That is the type of thing we're going to be talking about tonight. I was inspired to cover this by just watching YouTube and TikTok, essentially. I started a Den of Horror TikTok, so if you want to follow me over there, it's just at the Den of Horror. Very simple. I posted a couple things. I'm going to be posting like some gameplay clips, some funny stuff, and I've been doing a lot of duets, like just finding creepy stuff to react to, and it's a lot of fun. So, and if you guys find anything over there that you want to see me react to or want to send in for the podcast, yeah, grab a life jacket, everyone. First thing I wanted to do is look at what is Thalassophobia. So we got Wikipedia here. Thalassophobia, from Greek, thalassa is sea and phobos, fear. So it's persistent and intense fear of deep bodies of water such as the sea, oceans, pools, or lakes. Though very closely related, thalassophobia should not be mistaken with aquaphobia, which is classified as the fear of water itself. Thalassophobia can include fear of being in deep bodies of water, fear of the vast emptiness of the sea, of sea waves, sea creatures, and fear of distance from land. The causes of thalassophobia are not clear and are a subject of research by medical professionals, as they can vary greatly between individuals. Like, yeah, for me, I totally get it. But like I said, I'm also a scuba diver, so I can like turn it off. Like when I go down in the water, like, yeah, it's kind of creepy looking, and I wish I had more videos to share, because I've done some really cool stuff, but actually I do have a lot of videos that maybe I could share with you guys sometime. But when you get down there at the bottom of the ocean, and you just see like nothing. It's like, especially when you get down and it's dark, and it's just like dark blue, and then the distance kind of fades to black. Like, it's a different world. It's kind of freaky. Thought that the fear of large bodies of water is an evolutionary trait passed on from generation to generation. Humans prefer certainty to risk and adapt based on learning history and situational variables. 2016 study by Nicholas Carlton establishes that the fear of unknown is an evolutionary mechanism that has driven the survival of the human race since the beginning. That's kind of like the uncanny valley, if you guys know what that is, when like a robot, you see like a face that looks almost human, but it freaks you out because it doesn't look human. It's like not quite there. It's like kind of the fear of the unknown that makes you scared of that type of thing. Obviously, yeah, a negative or past traumatic event can also trigger a deep fear of oceans. Traumatic experiences of being frightened while swimming or almost drowning are also leading causes of thalassophobia. So actually, speaking of that, I'll share one story right now. This isn't like a scuba diving story, but I remember one time I went on a trip with a group of people. It was like right when I was graduating high school, and like my parents weren't there. I mean, we had some like chaperones or whatever, but I liked to go and just chill on the beach by myself, and that was like one of my favorite things to do. So, you know, and then every now and then you jump in the water and go swimming. And this one kid, the day before, had gone swimming off by himself. He like went way out there, and we were like, what is he doing? He's crazy. And then he said basically what he did was he swam out far enough where there was a sandbar and he could stand up again. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So that day, the next day after that, he found the sandbar. I was chilling there by myself, and I was like, I want to try that. I want to see if I can find the sandbar. So I started swimming. I started swimming out as far as I could. And I suddenly realized, like, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I don't know where the sandbar is. I don't even know how deep the water I'm in right now is. I kind of tried to touch the bottom, and I didn't touch. So I was freaking out, and I was like, okay, well. And I really wasn't that scared. I guess I could have gotten sucked under by like some undertow or something, but really I was just starting to get like really out of breath because I was swimming the whole time. I was having to tread water and like fight the waves. So I swam back towards the shore, and luckily I was able to make it. But yeah, I was so out of breath when I finally got back. I was like cast away when you like wash up on the island, just like like or on the beach or whatever. I was just like, oh my god. I like laid there for a second, had to like recover because it was tough, man. And it was kind of scary in hindsight. Like I could have drowned. I could really have drowned because that was one of the scariest things, was there was no one that even knew I was out there. So in the back of my mind, I was like, if I disappear, like no one's even gonna know what happened to me. That's pretty terrifying. I had a really bad experience learning to swim. If my toes don't touch, I'm a wuss. So fear is inherited. Never knew that. Yeah, apparently that's what they're saying, is like it's kind of an evolutionary trait. It's inherited from your family. Yeah, Wilson. So yeah, I think we're pretty clear. Basically, it's not being afraid of sharks, and it's not fear of water itself. It's like that fear of like the unknown, the fear of the giant open space where you can't see. That's what thalassophobia is. I'm trying to decide if we want to look at Reddit or some TikToks first. Let's look at Reddit. So r/thalassophobia. This is, yeah, deep dark water. Oh, there's a game called Subnautica. That could be fun to play on stream sometime. I wish I had thought of that for this one. But yeah, you're a diver, you go down in the ocean and build stuff. I think you like your ship crash lands on a planet. It's like a sci-fi / sea exploration type thing. Kayaking with the giants. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. The depths underneath you, and then these huge, you don't know what's underneath. It could be giant monsters. I was watching this guy yesterday, and he was like, you know, if you jumped out of a helicopter at any point over the ocean, there's never a 0% chance that you're going to land right on top of a shark. And I mean, there is, but I get the sentiment, you know? It's the fear of you don't, like, yeah, you're not sure. You don't know if it's going to be there or not. The fear of the seaweed touching your foot. Yeah, dude, sometimes that, like, you just seaweed touching your feet is kind of freaky. Let's see. I'm gonna look at top posts of all time. This is funny. An analytical breakdown of the type of people who visit this sub. So people who actually suffer from thalassophobia is the tip of the iceberg, and then most of it is just people who just like looking at cool ocean pictures. So if this stuff isn't freaking you guys out, at least hopefully you're enjoying the cool ocean pictures. This is kind of freaky. This guy said, I'm tired of all the shark pictures because they don't freak me out. Here's Point Nemo, the spot farthest away from any land in the world. You're closer to astronauts aboard the ISS than humanity. Good luck. That's freaky. That is literally the middle of the ocean. Looks like, yeah, South America right there. There's Antarctica. And then what is that? Australia over on the left side. But like the US would be like way up there in the top right. Freaky stuff, man. Yeah, imagine getting dropped there out of a helicopter. There you can't, there's no way you're gonna be able to swim anywhere. Probably no boats coming through there. Well, maybe. Yeah, r/thalassophobia. At least we can agree on something. People who love the ocean and people who hate the ocean. Oh, this is freaky. My bedroom window for 51 days. I don't know if that's working. Hopefully you can see that full screen. But the way that the waves crash up on there. Let's watch it one more time. And then yeah, it kind of like goes underwater for a second. Kind of freaky. Into the abyss. And yeah, this is like an underwater cave. I wonder what percentage of water has gone unexplored. I think I keep seeing on TikTok people saying only 10% of the ocean has been actually explored. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, it's a small amount. They've only been to the Marianas Trench, like the very bottom, a few times. And one of the voyages was the guy who directed the movie Titanic. Pretty cool. That reminds me of a story of a guy I read about a few months back that's stranded on a life raft for I think close to a year. Dude, that's freaky. I heard about a guy, yeah, he was stranded on a life raft and he was eating fish or whatever for a while, and eventually his body wasn't getting all the nutrients that it needed. So somehow his brain knew. He started catching fish and only eating the eyes, and that gave him the nutrients that he needed to survive. Super weird. Titanic is the sole reason why I never want to take a cruise. Dude, I've been on I think 3 cruises. Maybe 4 in my lifetime. They're a lot of fun. But yeah, it is kind of freaky. I had a porthole window to look out of, and I could just see the endless ocean. Pretty cool looking. Photo from my brother who's in the middle of the Gulf working on an oil rig. Yeah, that's pretty freaky, dude. That's the same guy. He would catch birds as well. Yeah. Oh my god. See, okay, this is freaky too. They're landing from a parachute. And you can't hear the sound, but they're all yelling and stuff, and then as soon as they hit the water, they stop making noise. There's just jellyfish all around them, and they're just like, oh crap. This one is cool. This is a free diver sinking into the ocean. So what you do when you free dive is you take as big a deep a breath as you can and you swim down. And as you get to the bottom, all of that air in your lungs gets compressed. And because normally you'll float if there's air in your lungs, but once you get deep enough, all that air is compressed and you just start to sink. Yeah, he's not getting dragged through the current. He's actually sinking down to the bottom. So freaky, man. Just thinking about this makes my stomach ache. These are really cool looking, but I get why these would freak people out. It's like a black tile pool. Super cool looking. Kind of fits the marble statues aesthetic, really. Just need some like green and purple tiles in there with the black. Make the black tiles out of that black material that absorbs all light and swim over the void. Oh, that would be so cool. That's not even freaking me out. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is in Texas. This is the swimming hole from my hometown in Texas. It's the mouth of an underwater cave system that still holds the unrecovered bodies of divers. Oh, that's freaky, dude. Yeah, sometimes cave divers don't come back. That's why I don't know about cave diving. That one, I could take it or leave it. Wreck diving is really cool. Diving around like shipwrecks and stuff. But diving in caves when you can't get out. But that would be kind of freaky, because if you like, yeah, I mean, obviously you can tread water and you can swim, but like if you sink, you're going down. You're going down. Jacob's Well, is that what that is? Yeah, it says, is this Jacob's Well? That thing is crazy deep and has killed 8 people. Yeah, sounds like a not fun way to die. This comment raised my heart rate. Oh, this sign is at the bottom of it. I've seen this sign before in a cave in Florida. I did not go into the cave, but it says, "Stop, prevent your death, go no further." More than 300 divers, including open water scuba instructors, have died in caves just like this one. You need training to dive. You need cave training and cave equipment to cave dive. Without cave training and cave equipment, divers can die here. It can happen to you. There's nothing in this cave worth dying for. Do not go beyond this point. Yeah, I took that advice when I saw that sign. I think I have a picture of it somewhere. That's the freaking Grim Reaper. Seeing that at the bottom of the water when it's all dark down there and everything, it's pretty freaky. Jumping off the side of an aircraft carrier in the middle of the ocean. Don't know about that. Ooh. See, and that the guy that I was watching on YouTube said, like, for him, one of the worst things is the transition from above water to below the water. Which, yeah, I could see that, right, especially right there, because that, well, they're not even wearing any flotation equipment or anything, and they're just in the middle of the ocean. Like, there's no touching the bottom there, and then you got to swim back to the ship to get back on. They have no dive gear, no float. They guess some have flippers, but like, a lot of them are barefoot. Have you seen the video of them shooting at a shark on a Navy ship with people swimming? No, I haven't seen that. Dude, if you find it, send it to me. We'll look at it. I've been on an aircraft carrier one time. It was like grounded because it wasn't in use anymore. But I got to spend the night on it for a couple nights. That was pretty cool. I think in Galveston or Corpus Christi. As someone who subs here for the amazing imagery, that looks exhilarating, but I think I understand part of the foreboding that can make it terrifying. It kind of just adds to the excitement factor, though. And then, okay. It's funny, on an intellectual level, I know that the ocean is largely empty. The open ocean has very little life in it and is mostly just water. And yet, looking down into the darkness under my feet and knowing it goes down and down and down, I wouldn't be able to stifle the sense that the darkness was looking back up at me. Someone responded to that. Please stop. I was lucky to be on the toilet when reading your comment triggered the emergency release. Just someone said, don't forget to flush. And then someone said, just remember, everything that you flush down the toilet eventually sinks to the murky depths of the ocean bottom, and it's where your body will end up too. We'll all be down there eventually, and none of us float. Oh my god. When you choose to live away from the water so it hunts you down. I guess that's like a sinkhole or something. Oh, just send it to your DMs? Cool. Let me see if I can pull that up. Dude, that's freaky. On a boat but still underwater. See, that's pretty cool. You're not underwater. Yeah, this right here. This was probably the most irrational child fear that this was probably the most irrational childhood fear that I had. Dude, I totally feel this one. Like, so much. But the shark should be behind. Like, right, coming up right on his feet as he's, like, trying to get out of the water. That's me, 100%. I feel that. Still is. Yeah, actually, I went swimming, like, a week or two ago, and I kind of was feeling like that a little bit. Because I was swimming by myself, and it was like, yeah, that's kind of freaky. I don't know. Swimming toward the edge of the pool to get out and imagining a great white inches away from your feet. Exactly. Yes, 100%. Oh, and then yeah, on land equivalent, coming upstairs from the dark basement and running the last few steps and slamming the door. That's what we're gonna talk about next week. Oh, that's super cool. So there's the beach. If I had done that on this beach, I would not have come back, because there's the beach and then there's a 700-foot drop off. Oh my god. Cool. It's cool. It's super cool looking. Especially, I bet, when you fly over it in the airplane. I bet that looks dope. But, oh, these are cool. I've done this before. The helmet is weighted and they just pump air down to you. It's a lot like the original scuba apparatus. I don't know if they called it scuba back then. I needed to read up on my history. That snake that you just saw, though, is like very poisonous. And they're just swimming around with it. Oh, look at those waves. Ha ha ha. Yeah, check this out. Oh, whoa! Underwater. No. That's scary, dude. I would not like that. That is wicked. I was about to say the same thing about the snake. Yeah. Freaking venomous. Do you want to get eaten? Because that's how you get eaten. Yeah, because apparently, like, killer whales are in, like, this type of environment, right? And so that's the Thalassophobia. Just imagining something coming up from underneath you, just swallowing you up. How the hell does she get out of there? Also, here we go. This sums it up right here. This is actually probably the best definition of Thalassophobia. So you see the shark is circled and it's labeled adorable water puppy. And then the open ocean next to it is circled and labeled actual nightmares. It's not really about the shark. It's about the unknown. It's like you can't see the shark. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wanted to get to here to kind of wrap up with Reddit, because I don't think we're gonna sum up Thalassophobia better than this image right here. Let me see if I can pull up the thing that you sent me. Oh my god. Hold on one sec. Yeah, check this out. Coast Guard opens fire on massive shark approaching 40 crew members swimming in ocean. They're just shooting at it. This is like Jaws in real life, dude. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I can't even really see it. But that's insane. Oh, it's going right at him. Holy shit. The little unicorn float over there. That's the Lassophobia. Yep. Everybody getting back on the boat. Come on, guys. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. There's a fucking shark, dude. Pull me up, bro. The shark just comes and like bites his legs off right at the last second. What about the unicorn float? Nah, leave it. They're like pointing at it. Oh my god, dude. Is it still there? Oh, now, okay, I can see it there. Holy shit. Wow, dude. Thanks for sending that in. Yeah, that was great. Oh, man, that's so funny. Oh, like, it's scary, but I don't know. I'm laughing. Can't imagine, man. You got a shark coming at your ass and someone's shooting right next to you. Yeah, right? Like, I might be more afraid of getting shot. Okay, I'm trying this out, so hopefully it works. I'm pulling up TikTok on my phone. Awesome, it's working. All right, here we go. There's always a bigger fish. Oh! Oh no! Obviously, this one is CG, but gets the point across. That the fear of the thing coming up from underneath you is ugh. This is just a freaking weird looking fish. It kind of almost looks like a skull or like a human face. It's a demon fish, dude. It's got teeth. I wonder if that's some kind of parrotfish. Or I don't know if that's a lake or the ocean. She said, "I'm not sure what this weird looking fish is, but this is why I won't swim in canals or rivers." That's pretty freaky looking. Not gonna lie. It's probably not gonna hurt you, but you can only imagine those teeth just chomping down on your toes or something, you know? Not for me. Oh, I reacted to this one earlier. So that little black speck you can see right there, approaching those two white specks, is a hammerhead shark, and those are two girls just, you know, having a beach day, sunbathing, floating around in the water, and they do not see the shark. And this guy is filming this from like a hotel. So he's so high up, he can't yell, and he said he didn't want to yell so they didn't freak out because that might attract the shark more. And you can't go down there if they're too far away. So like, what do? He's just standing there just kind of like hoping he's not about to film someone get attacked by a shark. And apparently it's a hammerhead, and I think they're supposed to be pretty aggressive. So it says blow this up so those two girls can see this video. It was filmed yesterday in PCB. Do your thing, TikTok. Well, we're helping them blow it up. Maybe they'll see it. So that is a whirlpool known as Devil's Hole. Apparently it's in Canada. That's freaky, man. Why would you just drive around it like that? Just ugh. Pacific Ocean. Yeah. Not feeling that one, bro. Oh, this is pretty freaky. There's this ramp in San Diego that just kind of goes out into the water. And they go for it. Yeah, that's kind of freaky. And I mean, it's like, that's kind of what a lot of when you go diving, you kind of go off of like a stairway like that with some handrails, and then you just go down underneath the water. So it's not, I guess it's not that out of the unusual or out of the usual for me, but that ramp looks like it's getting tossed around by the waves. The creek that will swallow you whole, not in the good way. Some people did this with explosives a long while back. People just wanted a swimming hole. It created a crater. They didn't know how they blew into an underwater cavern system. The cavern system began to suck people in. If you jumped in the right spot off the rope or swam too deeply, you are likely to drown as you are taken into the darkness below. A lot of people have drowned. A lot of people have gone missing. No one knows where the cavern's path actually travel, only where the water comes out. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Would you go swimming in there? I definitely would not. This guy, this isn't okay. If you don't like blood, well, there's not really any blood, but if you're triggered by any of this kind of stuff, I might click away now, because this is an actual shark attack. There's like a tiny bit of gore. So yeah, this guy's getting attacked by a shark. It just bum rushes him, man. Hold on, it'll start over in a second. You'll see that. It's right at the beginning when the shark attacks him. But yeah, it took a little chunk out of his leg. Oh! No, 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 no. Don't like it. Don't like it. Free diving in a cave. So free diving without oxygen, without a scuba tank, in a cave. Yeah, as you can see, she's not wearing a scuba tank. She's just holding her breath, and she's inside this cave. Like, I mean, it depends how deep it is, but like, would you guys do that? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I know a dude that does free diving, but it's not for me. And this is not really Thalassophobia, but it was a really crazy shark TikTok, and it made me feel very tense. So this dude is saving a shark. This guy has some cojones, man. But I guess as long as he's got a hold of the tail, the shark can't get him. And then he's about to let it go. And then, yeah, there it goes. He just runs. You do not want to get bit. Those things, they have rows of teeth. Very sharp dagger teeth. It will just like grind your flesh like a meat grinder. Oh, this is funny, dude. This is pretty funny. So this girl, they're tubing, and there's an alligator coming after her, and all of her friends are just like laughing. Everyone's just laughing at her because she's freaking out. It's like following her. Oh my god. Oh, is it fake? Yeah, I think it's fake. Is there like a dude with like a... Oh, you can see there's like a... It's like a little motorized thing. You can see there's like a little stream of water that shoots out from behind it. It's like a little boat. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny, dude. They sell the boats at Walmart. They have little radio controlled heads. That's awesome. I want one too. That's why they're all laughing. When I saw it, I was just like, what? What? Like, help her. Here's what we'll do. I have a dive story for you guys. Well, it's kind of a story, but it's basically like, well, I want to try to describe to you what it's like to like go down to the bottom of the ocean. Because like I went about 2 years ago, I took a vacation with my mom to a tiny island in the Caribbean named Bonaire. And we were our condo was right on the edge of the water, and we had all of our gear with us. So anytime I wanted to, I could just jump in the water and go diving. And I still remember the very first time that I dove. When we got there, I went straight off the edge of the island, followed the incline down, and I checked my depth meter, and it said like 94 feet. And I stood there for a second, just kind of taking it in, looking around, and just the dark blue blackness in front of you. It was kind of freaky to see just the vastness of, yeah, that's the rest of the ocean in front of you. You could just keep going that way for like pretty much forever, and it's only going to get deeper. It's a strange feeling. And when you're diving, this is one of the things that I've had to learn is like, you can't think about it. You can't think about it. You cannot be stressed out when you're diving. You can't be nervous because you're going to use up all your air. And the thing about, especially when you go that deep, there's something that you have to do called a safety stop. If you've ever taken a soda can and shaken it up real fast and then opened it and it explodes, that's basically what happens in your bloodstream. When you get to a certain depth, nitrogen dissolves into your blood. And if you go back up too fast, those bubbles are going to come out, and that's going to be hell for you. So you have to make sure you have enough air left to go stop like 10 feet under the surface for 3 minutes. So that's even more like you cannot think about it. What's up, Katie? I went diving one time and saw a barracuda, and now I tell everyone I ever meet, dude, barracudas are super cool. I didn't know you were a diver too. That's awesome. Yeah, diving is the coolest shit ever. Yeah, one time in Bonaire, we saw a barracuda just kind of swimming around because we could tell. I don't know what do we call it? We could see from the hotel or from the condo just this big dark cloud in the water out there that was moving around, and someone was like, that's a giant school of fish. It's like they call it like a fish ball or something, and I can't remember what they called it, but we swam out there, and it was because there was a predator nearby. It was a barracuda swimming around, and they were all corralled into one big ball of fish because that keeps them safer. So yeah, it was super cool. There's so much cool stuff to see under the ocean. I really love, especially coral. It's so like colorful, and I've always wanted to go down like at nighttime and have like one of those blacklight things and see like the fluorescence of the coral. So yeah, diving is amazing if you can overcome your fear. Just like, kind of anything in life, if you can overcome the fear, you can have a pretty amazing experience. I'm gonna have nightmares. Could be like me and wake up with your charger cord wrapped around your neck. I still want to know what I was dreaming about to have done that. Oh my god, dude. That reminds me of an anime I started watching recently called Parasite. Actually, well, here, you know what? I want to start doing a movie or a TV show type of recommendation. So the TV show of the week, we'll call it, or the horror, we'll just call it like the horror flick of the week. So this week, what I want to talk about is a show called Parasite. It's an anime, and it's basically like Invasion of the Body Snatchers on acid. The aliens come from, I don't know where they come from, but they basically take over people's brains, and then they become the whole head. So the head can morph into these weird shapes, and basically what they do is eat people. And there's these grotesque monsters walking around that look like people, and there's murders happening and everything. And the main character's name is Shinichi, and what happens to him is the parasite tries to get him. He wakes up in the middle of the night, and this thing punches a hole in his hand and tries to go up his arm. So he ties his headphone cord around his arm so it can't get all the way up because it's trying to go up and take over his brain. And he wakes up in the morning, and his hand is talking to him. So it's classic body horror elements all over this thing. And basically they kind of become like a crime-fighting duo because they're stuck in this mutual situation where they kind of need each other to survive. But yeah, I would recommend check out Parasite. It's on Netflix. If you guys are looking for something kind of horror related to watch. So that will be the horror flick of the week. And I think that's about all I got for you guys. This has been another episode of the Den of Horror podcast. Starting with this episode, we will have the Den of Horror podcast episodes on YouTube as well as Facebook. So if you're not subscribed to the Den of Horror on YouTube, go do that and ring the bell so you get notified when I post new stuff. I'm going to be posting gameplay clips, like funny stuff, and obviously, like I said, the podcast episodes. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you again next week with some more spooky stuff.